The acceptance of appointment or designation. Hi, I'm Darren Findling of the Probate Pro, and we're going to cover SCAO Form PC 571. SCAO stands for State Court Administrative Office, PC for Probate Court. It is Form 571. Important to note that this form was revised in July of 2024, replacing earlier versions. So don't use an earlier version or you risk the court not accepting it. The particular form is governed by various statutes and court rules. In the purple box, you'll see the various statutes and court rules that the form is designed for. The biggest reason that this form was updated was there was a change in law in relation to guardianship matters in which now you can designate a standby guardian. So this form replaces the former acceptance of appointment that was universally used for various appointments of personal representative, conservator, guardian, and so on. This form now allows it to be used for standby guardians in a guardianship context. Let's work our way through the form. In the top left corner is the county in which the matter is proceeding. This is the county in which the guardianship, deceased estate, conservatorship is pending. In the top right corner would be the case number or the judge. Sometimes you have to fill out this form even before a case number is assigned or a judge is assigned, because often when you file your petitions for probate or petitions for guardian, they require the acceptance of appointment being filed in advance. So you may not be able to fill that information in because it may not yet be available. As we work our way through the document, you'll notice in the top where above the red rectangle, there's a checkbox for the acceptance of appointment or the acceptance of designation. The acceptance of appointment is the person who is signing this is saying that if appointed by the court as personal representative, conservator, guardian, you agree to accept the nomination and the appointment of the court. The designation click box is for if you are designated as the standby guardian. So be careful that you check the correct box here. If you're appointed the primary person, you'd click the acceptance of appointment. If you are only being nominated as the standby guardian, you'd use the designation click box. Below that is the court address, and the matter of is the name of the person upon which this is involving. So for example, if the person has died, it would be the name of the decedent. If the person is under guardianship or conservatorship, the name goes there where it says in the matter of. Don't confuse this. This is not your name, but rather the name of the person upon which the estate is involving. It says in paragraph 1, I have been appointed. Type of fiduciary. Again, guardian, conservator, personal representative of the person or estate. 2, this only applies if you have been designated the standby guardian of the legally incapacitated individual. So for example, if you're working on a deceased estate, this box would be left blank. If you're working on a conservatorship, it would be left blank. But if you're working on a guardianship, then and there's a designated standby guardian, you would identify if you are that designated standby guardian and you accept the appointment. Otherwise, paragraph 2 is left blank. Paragraph 3 provides, again, I accept the appointment or the designation and submit to the jurisdiction of the court. The idea here is that if you agree to serve in this role, you are submitting yourself to the jurisdiction of the court and agree to file all of the reports and follow all the duties and statutes that are a part of that fiduciary responsibility. Paragraph 4 is rarely used, but it allows for you to exclude from the appointment and the scope of appointment any responsibility for real estate or ownership in a business entity. This is generally used in deceased estates in which there may be, for example, environmental problems or other aspects of the appointment that create liability and risk of which you'd like to exclude yourself from being involved. As we work our way further down on the document, on the left side is the section for the attorney. If there is no attorney involved, this section would be left blank, and if there is an attorney, it is signed. On the right side, there's a spot for the date, the signature, name, address, city, state. You'll also notice that there's a spot for the date of birth of the person that is being appointed. and it says refer to scale form MC97A. That is a separate form that is an addition or an addendum to this acceptance of appointment or designation. You have to complete that form and identify your date of birth if you're completing this form and accepting the role of fiduciary. At the Probate Pro, we are passionate about everything probate. If you've got questions about this particular form or any probate or trust related issue, visit us at theprobatepro.com or call us at 833-PROBATE.